Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Jazwares in the AEW line, we are featuring Unmatched Collection number 20, Series 3, John Silver. Good old Johnny Hungy. I'm a big fan of John Silver, especially from Being the Elite. Every Monday I tune in to Being the Elite just to see the Dark Order, and every time Silver is on the screen, he cracks me up. The guy is a genius. So what we have here, as you can see, he comes with an extra portrait, some additional hands. He comes with his coat. There's even exclusive cards from Upper Deck. And this portrays Johnny Silver in his full gear outfit. And Series 3 from Unmatched was the all Dark Order wave. We have the late great Brody Lee, Stu Grayson, who is no longer with the company, although I think he did make an appearance since he left. We have Evil Uno, John Silver, and Anna Jay, who's no longer with Dark Order. She's now with Jericho Appreciation Society. Alright, so let's take this guy out and get started. I'm still waiting for them to release the Alex Reynolds action figure, and hopefully we'll get that soon. And don't forget, there's the cards, so you don't want to accidentally throw those out. Alright, so fantastic looking figure. I'm gonna go with the the crazy smiling face. Whenever I think of John Silver, this is what I always think of. The stoic one, not so much. Alright, so, excuse me. For now, I'm just going to leave the additional hands in the tray. We're just going to focus on the figure itself. Alright, let me swap the head out first. But before I do, let's take a look at this stock portrait. Like I said, this is the much more serious looking face. John Silver has so much personality and character. I kind of feel like this face doesn't really capture that essence. So I'm gonna go with the goofy smile. Let's get that on. Wow, that's a tight fit. Does it on? This does not want to go on. There we go. Alright, so this looks like the Johnny Silver we all know and love, Johnny Hungy. It looks great. The coat's nice. It's funny, the first thing I think of, especially with the purple and the black, and it being this long trench coat, immediately I think of Undertaker. But it's nice. On the back, you have the Dark Order logo and the eye. Oh, give me a second. I want to see if they have the Dark Order hand in here. I think the open palm is supposed to resemble the Dark Order hand, but in all honesty, I kind of think any one of these gripping hands looks a little bit closer. Because this palm is a little bit too flat. You know, they kind of do much more of like a claw kind of thing. The beard is alright. It's not the most realistic sculpt, but it's decent. The facial expression is what really sells this figure, though. And the coat's well done. Nice detailing. As is his gear. Dark Order on the right knee pad. And let's take the coat off if we could, and take a look at the articulation a little bit more closely. The nice thing with this coat too is that since it's sleeveless, you don't have to like remove the fists to take the coat off. You know, with some of the figures that have like the coated sleeves, you have to remove the hands, but this one's nice. Easy to remove. All right, I kind of think that with this figure, as great as it looks, I almost feel like they didn't make his arms buff enough. If you ever watch him on TV, John Silver has like the largest tricep muscles like anyone in wrestling. So I kind of feel like they didn't do his arms justice. He needs bigger guns. But otherwise, this is a great figure. He kind of has that stockier build, much like he does in real life. His head rotates on a ball joint. Arms move. Yeah, so the standard stock articulation that you expect from a Jazwares AEW figure. Yeah, this one's great. This one's awesome. I like this figure a lot. Like I said, I kind of just wish Alex Reynolds would come out sooner than later. But overall, great figure to have. You know, that whole set is awesome. It's kind of cool that they devoted that whole wave just to the Dark Order. All right, so I think this figure is a must purchase, especially if you're a fan of Being the Elites. You know, he's one of the regular cast members, and it's such a, I don't know, him and the rest of the, or at least the rest of the surviving Dark Order, just because you know, their numbers are kind of dwindled down now to this him, Alex Reynolds, and Evil Uno. You know, I think it's kind of a must purchase. I remember back I think it was Double or Nothing, when the Dark Order debuted in Vegas. I think it was in Vegas. And I remember, you know, I think it was this, who was it? At the time, it was just Uno and Stu Grayson. And I remember at first people weren't on board with the Dark Order, but I think once they saw how lovable the characters were on Being the Elite, especially with John Silver and Alex Reynolds, and then with Brody Lee, you know, I think the Dark Order just caught on like wildfire. So, all right, enough rambling about that. Great figure. You know, if you love the Dark Order like we all do, it's a must purchase. All right, with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.